Hey, I'm Olivia House, but you can call me Liv if you're my friend, OJ if you're my sibling, or House if you're my teammate. I'm 17 years old and I'm going in my senior year in high school. I'm the third oldest of 9 children, and the 7 of us at home are homeschooled, or independent study as I like to call it. Instead of traditional homeschooling, we take the unschooling approach, meaning we aren't taught by anyone. Instead, we learn on our own. But I won't get too far into that. Some of my hobbies include art, track and field, basketball, and most of all, soccer. I've been playing soccer for 11 years now, and it's one of my biggest passions. I play outside midfield for Minnesota Thunder Academy U17 Premier. I can definitely say I'm happiest when I'm playing soccer. Whether it's running sprints, scoring goals, or getting dizzy from running up and down the field, I can't get enough of it. Another big hobby of mine is reading. I love to read. I literally finish at least 5 books a month. And I read everything. Historical fiction, mystery, autobiographies, futuristic, you name it. As long as it's well written, I'll read it. And please don't ask me what my favorite book is. That's like picking a favorite sibling. But I will say I have a real soft spot for anything written by James Patterson. Now, how did I get to Zeus Jones? Well, I'm a part of an organization called the Brand Lab. Their mission is to change the face and the voice of the marketing and advertising industry. They do this by placing students with diverse backgrounds at internships in the Twin Cities area. Amazing, right? This is my second summer of being in the internship program. Last summer, I was placed at Wingnut Advertising, a small ad agency downtown. There, I worked on the account services team. Since the end of my internship last summer, I've been working part-time at Wingnut as an account services apprentice. Sounds fancy, huh? It pretty much means I'm an intern with a whole lot more responsibility. Anyway, I met Dan at a speed networking event last summer, and he told me all about Zeus Jones. I love the sound of it. So when it came around to the start of a new internship season, I had already seen Dan a few times again, so I saw it as a sign. And the fact that I would be working as a creative, something I've wanted to do, definitely confirmed it. My shortlist consisted of only one agency, Zeus. And since I'm at a seniority level at the Brand Lab, I got my choice. Well, obviously. Some of my future plans include going to a 4-year university on a soccer scholarship, majoring in graphic design. The college, however, is still undecided. Even though I didn't start playing sports until I got into school, I've been around sports and competitions my whole life. I was born into it. I grew up with intense Madden NFL video games and extreme games of 21. I don't know if I was born with a competitive spirit or if I just picked it up, but all I know is it stuck. My competitive spirit is what inspires and motivates me, and it's in the healthiest of ways, most of the time. It's not that I want to beat everyone I see at every possible thing. It's more of a personal competitive drive. I want to be better than I was yesterday, and I want to be better than what I thought was my best. If someone's better than me, I want to see if I can be that good. For example, if I see someone else design a great logo, I want to design an even better logo. Not because I want them to lose or be lesser than me, but because I want to create the best logo I can create, and I want to see how hard I can push myself to achieve it. But make no mistake, if we're competing directly with each other, I'm going to try my best to beat you, no matter what it is. Maya Moore, WNBA MVP, said it best. Anything where you're keeping score, I want to win. To me, actions speak louder than words means that you can't just talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. Okay, so this literally happens on every single sports team I play on. There's always that one player who slacks off in practice and doesn't work hard, but still thinks they're so good and ends up sitting the bench. And then they will constantly complain about their playing time. They're always like, Coach, put me in. I'll go hard. I'll be good once you put me in. I don't know why you sit me on the bench. I'm one of the best on the team. The coach obviously won't put them in because he knows that you play how you practice. So that player will definitely suck if he puts them in. And in all the times I've seen a coach put a player like that into the game, they stink and he takes them right back out. So, as I like to say, you can't just talk the talk, you gotta back it up. When I told people I'd be interning at Zeus Jones, they were always in awe, saying that you guys produce such awesome work here, and it's such a great agency, and how much they wish they worked here. So, I started to get pretty nervous because in my head, ZJ was going to be a super prestigious, button-up, formal place. So when I got here, I was really surprised by how nice and laid back everyone is. You all still create amazing work, but you know how to have fun and be chill as well. Work hard, play hard. I will say, I wasn't surprised by how hipster some of you are though. I mean, we are in Uptown. How can you not be? I don't have a whole lot of things I'd change about Zeus, but I guess one thing that would have been great to have was a little cabinet or drawer under my desk to put all of my stuff in, because I'm an extremely messy person, and in a few more weeks' time, my desk would be a disaster filled with a whole bunch of different useless stuff. Also, maybe it would be more helpful if the small conference room's glass walls weren't so clean and see-through. That way, no one would run into them. Not saying it happened to me or anything, you know, just a suggestion. One of the things I really love about Zeus Jones are the 2 long tables everyone sits at, and the fact that you sit next to people who don't do the same stuff as you. I think it really connects everyone. You'd think this layout would be a no-brainer, but most of my fellow interns sit in cubicles and find it hard to approach people at their cubes because it's like trespassing. Here, on the other hand, nothing is truly private, and I kind of like that. Kind of. I would also never take away the push-up club. I love taking a break from my day to have a little fun and get a good workout in. And from now on, I will always cringe whenever I see that cursed Queen of Spades. I worked on a few really cool projects during the summer, but my favorite was definitely the mood board I created for Haagen-Dazs. I didn't just like the fact that I had to physically design it in Photoshop. I really enjoyed the process of looking at their competitors and finding a way to disrupt the ice cream category while maintaining Haagen-Dazs' classic feel. The whole process was super fun to do and really gave me a feel for part of what a designer does. Who would have thought a high schooler would truly enjoy waking up early every day during the summer? This summer at Zeus Jones, I learned so much about what it's like to be a creative and what it's like to be around such talented individuals. It definitely solidified my decision of pursuing a creative career. I had a blast at all of the photo shoots I went on, the lunches that were paid for me, and even some of the meetings I sat in. I have a lot of content for my portfolio that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. I also received a ton of feedback and gained such valuable advice from everyone I met. I look forward to staying in touch with all of you and keep looking to you for advice. Thank you so much for making this summer one to remember.